Hi! You are in a knitting related channel. My name is Iveta. I'm from Latvia. It is one of the 3 Baltic states countries, so we are between Lithuania and Estonia. And must say, I think I am living in very cold country because it's which April 26th, and I must say I still haven't feel any signs of spring, like in temperature mode. It's windy all the time, less and more, but windy. Today we have like very terrible wind weather, and there is even a warnings about the wind. And I'm living in the attic apartment, so if you will hear, wind sometimes runs directly in the roof, so and it makes quite big noise. Usually I was making like a vlog style and podcast video, but I decided that behind the scenes and vlogging part I will keep for my Patreons. And here I really want to share more about my craft life, because till this day, before I was posting my videos, I met a lot of very interesting people in comments. I really love to connect with them. I really love it that I can share with them what I have made. Also, there was a time that I was trying to capture everything what I sell, like I love to remake things, give them a second life. As I am quite petite, it's quite tough to go to the shop and buy something for myself, so usually I'm saving for the scratch or remaking something, so I can buy anything second-hand and resell, or I can buy something with a big discount in the shop. But I can tell you that I really don't like to do shopping in a mall or on any other shops. Last time I was in the shop only because we needed to buy first suit ever for my son, so he will have a graduations, and that was a very confusing experience for me because I don't know much about men's fashion and wind. And I'm so happy that I have a friend who is working as a wedding designer and she could help. Oh my god, I'm so grateful to her. I'm so happy that I asked her for the help, and eventually it turns out like a full consultation about what we should buy, from tie ended with the shoes and belt. And now his outfit is spotless. Can't wait graduation day. And I wasn't here for such a long time, so I was knitting. I was buying even a knitting books. I was buying a yarn, and I'm preparing, I love to knit socks. I'm preparing some sock knitting. I decided I will show that what kind of socks I knitted, but more I really still have in my mind this idea that I want to share one video only about socks, sock yarn, what I'm using, what I'm knitting, maybe some patterns also what I'm using. Maybe we will start with the first. This is my first edition and not so long time I finished it. It's a Weekends sweater, if I remember correctly. Everything I will write down from Petite Knit, and it's knitted from this yarn, which is a merino yarn and cashmere mix plus acrylic, so it was supposed to be a sock yarn, and I mixed it with drops brushed alpaca silk. So here, and it's a yarn already winded in the balls, and it's a result what you will get. So I really love this result, and actually I have more, but I have a story about this yarn. I'm not proud about that. It wasn't my full purchase. I bought this yarn from Temu, and must say it was like this kind of feeling that I didn't love to touch, like yarn from the Temu. In my mind I felt maybe it's dirty or something like this, therefore I was washing before I knit, and I have more. Then I ordered this type of yarn. I will add some pictures where it is winded, but this also is already washed, and it's also is supposed to be a sock yarn, and I will knit again a sweater. So I really don't know what to say about this. I know that there is people who doesn't support this, and I just can't share you about my experience. Is this worth to buy a yarn from Temu? I would say no, because it's not like this wow, usually like wow situation. Usually I'm very happy to reserve my purchases with a yarn. Always I'm very excited, and of course I feel proud if I'm supporting my local sellers or local maker, but my hand slipped. But I'm quite a big weirdo about yarn buying things, so I will show you something more. But last piece from Temu, sorry. My hand slipped 3 times. This cashmere yarn, it's really are super soft. This yarn surprising me a lot, and I actually even see a project for this yarn. I can add a picture. It's from also Petite Knit. I am a big fan of Petite Knit, only because I know if I will knit her pattern, it's always will turn out perfectly. So there, everything I can understood. For everything, if I don't understand how to knit it, I can found a video, and it's already added in pattern. I think this way how she works is perfect, and still I think she's yes, she's maybe we actually don't know how big she is, but she's very popular, and I believe there is a reason, and I believe she's still making her patterns by her own. It is her idea, her designs. Oh my god, this wind is terrible. But yes, I will definitely knit this yarn. You should put together with this thread, which seems quite elastic. I even don't know why they are putting one ball together with this one, but okay, fine, I will knit in this way how they decided that it should be done. But yes, I really love this dark brown color, and this was the only one time when I was wow, that's really nice yarn. So it was my experience from Temu, because usually I'm buying there some small things for my dog, and of course I think Temu knows what I like, and they just, hey, we have a yarn, yeah, and therefore I'm buying for them too something. I don't know why I'm explaining myself so much about Temu, but I just had crossed by some videos where people are judging people who are buying something for knitting from Temu. Also, I have bought their knitting needles, lotus yarn they calls, and they are quite nice. Here it is, lotus yarn needles, but for the socks knitting, and actually these needles cost the same price as I would buy some, I don't know, Knit Pro needles from local seller. There is a manufacturer, yes, China, but shipped it was from Czech Republic, Praga. So yeah, really nice needles. Actually, I really love this cord, and I really enjoy these needles. And well, it's not like I'm buying a lot of needles because they're not cheap actually. This is a story about yarn from Temu and story about this sweater. And actually it's a long time when I found out that I really enjoy mix some sock yarn together or any other yarn together with the drops brushed alpaca silk. It's evaluates knitwear quite a lot, and actually I'm not sure is this my color or not. I was planning to sell a linen skirts in white or off-white color, but I haven't time yet, and I really love how it looks, but it's very warm. Actually it's really warm, but in the same time, if I'm living in such a cold country, it looks, even in Sweden, it's warmer than here. Hi Maria, I was speaking with my knitting friend Maria from, I will add her actually YouTube channel. She's very active right now. I just told that I bet that in Sweden or Norway or Finland weather is a lot more warmer than here, and it was reality, yes. So, and today we even had a snow, crazy. I didn't see it, but I saw how my Latvian knitting friends was sharing with this. Quite a lot of snow, like in the winter. And what else? Yes, it was like a little bit of acquisition from Temu, but I would love to introduce you with my finished project, which I had already shared in Instagram. It was a sweater from Sari Nordlund book. I love this book. I already knitted so many projects from this book, and I still haven't in my collection her summer garment book, but I think I need that book too, because I have really knitted a lot of projects from this book. But this project which I knitted and I really want to share with you is Triton sweater. Triton? Let's show you pictures from the book. I really love how it looks, and actually I'm planning to knit one more version for myself, because this one turns out too big, which is quite usually happens with me when I'm knitting something. I don't know, do I have a very like relaxed knitting gauge or what, but it's always is like that. But this is my sweater in the sun. It's very sunny, and here I will add the video too. My daughter was wearing it while I was filming, so I knitted a size for 1, but for me on my body this is too deep armholes, like I should have it higher, but I was so tired, so I have my life is super full and I don't have a space in my head to think about knitting. I just want to relax while I'm knitting, so therefore I just thought, okay, fine, I will knit. If it will be too big, we will find who will need this sweater eventually. But I knitted this sweater from Latvian wool, and this one is from Lithuania. This wool is half mix from sheep and half mix from dog wool. It's quite hairy, itchy. This one wool was gifted by my friend. She already knew that I want to knit this project, and she gave it me some options. I really love this wool because you have some speckles in purple colors, and she also gifted me this purple wool. And this wool is coming from our Latvian manufacturer, Dundaga wool, or how they call Pāca wool. I don't know why there is two names to this all, but it looks, I have one cake in purple. So purple wool also is with some speckles in gray color. Very beautiful. And then I have this there is a different, my friend made a ball, I made a ball. And there is like, it's grayish, dirty, like greenish something with purple speckles. It's very interesting, complicated color and quite dark. And this goes so well with this one. And here I have also this Lithuanian wool. Oh my god, go away. And now I'm planning, so of course I knitted out quite a lot of this Pāca wool, and I will try to mix. So my plan is to use this one here instead of this gray, and purple I will use here instead of I think instead of this maybe purple will stay as it was. I need to compare how much of yarn I have left from the gray, so but I definitely remember that this dark one will be here in the neck part and going down. It's very itchy. There is still a grass. I already washed it one time. Maybe I should wash it one more time in washing machine. Also, there is an interesting thing when you are knitting this yarn from Pāca. It slightly like goes to one side too. Some specific thing, maybe you need to add some other like lace type yarn that it stays straight when you are knitting like knit stitch. But that was my winter project. I started this as a New Year project, so it makes a tradition that every New Year I'm starting something from Sari Nordlund. I think it's a nice tradition. So that was one of my projects. Nothing more to say, only that I think next time I will take smaller needles. I was knitting on 4.5, so for me I need at least 4, and yes, I hope this will help for size, for gauge, and so in the end I will have my own sweater too. What else I have knitted? So I have knitted these socks, and I will take my knitting notebook I don't want to tell much about this socks, just I can tell what kind of yarn I was using. I hope my home stays in this place. This yarn was Relana Garn Flotte socks, perfect shape. And it's very interesting yarn, so it's making stripes, and there is a gray, very complicated gray color, because you have there light blue and dark grayish and light gray, and I really love this blue color. Oh my god, I really love how it looks. Second finished project, I have this socks. This socks I knitted from Drops Fable, and I decided to I really enjoy knitting socks from the toe up, but how you see, this yarn is very sparkly, a lot of dots, and still I have this tight, but yes. And I decided I will knit this pattern, so I can tell you how I was knitting. Is that 3 stitches knit, 1 purl in 1 row, then you are knitting 2 rows everything in the round, and again 3 stitches knit and 1 purl, and you should have like some interesting pattern row, but you can't see in this very busy yarn. But yes, this socks will be for me. I don't have a lot of socks, and usually turns out I'm using my I'm using my socks all year around, even wool socks, and I have animals at home, so cat, 2 cats and dog, and there is a lot of wool, even if you clean it all the time. I hope you hear me, it's crazy windy. And before we are washing our socks, we always cleaning them from the fur with the sticky paper, otherwise you will kill your socks and you will kill our washing machine. Therefore my socks got a lot of use, and I'm really craving for new fresh socks, because I love to use socks also when I'm going to sleep, and I want more fancy and beautiful socks, so I have this one too. I remember that I have one more finished project, not finished completely, so I need to add the buttons, but actually I need to wash before that, and I haven't done it yet, but I will do this after I film this video. It's this April cardigan, and there is a sad story about this cardigan. So I finished the cardigan, and I decided to take beautiful pictures I will add and video, and I found out that in this place you can see a stripe, how this part is lighter than button part. I don't have words. So I was using some random yarn which I had, actually quite a lot. I have a sweater from this yarn, but that yarn peeling a lot, and therefore I decided that I want a cardigan in this color, but I will add kid silk mohair from Drops. And I have a question, why Drops yarn are using white silk thread for dark colors? So for example, I needed to buy a black mohair, and I didn't buy it from Drops eventually, because I saw that there is a white thread, and in the end I bought it from a local seller, the brand Filcolana. That mohair was fully black, but they even can't stay in that amount of whiteness in blue mohair. They even change it. So eventually this button part are darker than the lightest. there is more like white sparkles than here. And I still haven't decided which kind of buttons I will add, so eventually I will wash and I will hope maybe something will change. But to finishing this cardigan, I needed to unravel my Stockholm hat, which I was knitted from this yarn, but I hope this will be a nice layer for our cold weather during the summertime. And actually I really want a lot of some new nice knitwear. I'm more knitting for myself now just because I want a nice outfit, comfortable, but in the same time I want to look nice, not a super casual for my work. I'm not fully self-employed anymore, and actually I enjoy my life right now. I really love, and I also study, so therefore I have super busy life. My mind is full with everything, and knitting right now is my relaxing time, 100% relaxing time. So, and actually during my work some hours, it's not normally for my profession, but I'm in that position that it's possible and I will take an opportunity. I can knit or read some, at least 1 hour a job. I can knit or read, so it's very cool. So this was about my finished projects and this cardigan. So I hope next time I will wear it and show you how beautiful it looks. And actually I left some yarn, and I was thinking maybe I can knit a matching top, like sleeveless top, black with these blue stripes like this, and the stripes maybe knit in pearl stitch, that they making some, I don't know, structure. We'll see. I had this idea, a little bit afraid to start this project, but I will try. And that's it. My more finished projects, I found out that I have quite a lot of leftovers from Paula's bonnet mohairs, and I decided to knit that type of bandanas. You can put it like this around your neck, or you can use it like this too. And I actually took a lot of pictures. I can add the video. You can see all these colors which I knitted. It's actually super cool. There is mostly less than half of the ball from 25 grams of mohair. And I also knitted it not only in mohair here, but also in drops alpaca silk, brushed alpaca silk, and it looks like that. And all the scarves I hope to gift or to sell, we'll see. This future also I was knitting some mindfully shirt projects. I knitted out also this I don't know, do you see, there is a sparkle yarn, and I knitted it with kid silk mohair and merino cashmere yarn mix. So I don't have anymore this yarn mix, so now I have also, either I will sell it or gift it. So, but I have something in my stash for some gifts, or maybe if I will be able to sell it also, I will be happy for that. if we speak about the yarn, I also started to unravel some my projects which I felted. So it is a gray sweater which was knitted from cotton cashmere mixed together with quetzal mohair, therefore it felted. Also a skirt from the same yarn I will unraveling, but when I was unraveling this sweater, at first I thought okay, it will be fast, but it wasn't. It took a lot of time, and this is all leftovers and I decided to keep it because I have idea to knit some days closer to autumn time, emotional supper chicken, and I want to fill it with something like this. So I will collect all these little scraps and in this bottle. Next I have actually an unfinished project, also a garment, and it's also is from the book of Sari Nordlund. Oh my god, if you don't have this book, I really suggest you that. I don't know, just for my taste there is a lot of nice projects, and I still have some in my mind which I haven't knitted yet. Where is it? This cardigan, Asopo cardigan. Let's try to show you how it looks. I'm knitting the short version and I have left only a sleeves, so this will be my cardigan. And I'm knitting in very interesting yarn. So my friend on our Independent Day, Latvian Independent Day, gifted me this yarn. It's very close to our country flag colors. So, and it's also is from our producer, manufacturer, Pāces vilna, Dundagas vilna. I'm confused about these names, but here is a cardigan. I was working a lot with the yarn, so there is leftovers because I tried to match colors similar from both sides, and when you connect it here, I also try to do that it looks as from one yarn ball, and it looks like this. And now I need to knit the sleeves, and these sleeves are very beautiful and interesting. I also love the shoulder part. There is a braid on the sleeve, so what should I do is to pick up stitches and start to knit the sleeves, but before that I need to make similar balls for sleeves, that both of them starting very similarly, like so. I need to use this yarn just to make two similar balls. And actually I will have leftover, and I think I never have been knitted socks from pure wool, so I will knit a socks eventually from this yarn. I really enjoy knitting this yarn. It's so much fun. It's very pleasant to the touch. I really enjoy it. I love it a lot, and I really thankful to my friend that she made this beautiful gift for me, and I can't wait when it will be finished. But it was a struggle, so how you see, it's very interesting neck part, and you're starting your project, I believe, from the neck. I forgot. Okay, there was a lot of confusing things for me, but I did it, and I finally did it, I think, correctly. And still, I think something I didn't do correctly, because here I have this stripe, which should be, I think, in this side. Now I found out. Because eventually you are turning it like this, and now I have this stripe here. Oh my god. Okay. But it wasn't easy project for me, but I'm very proud that I have this much done with it, and I will knit it. Oh, and I was using for this project also lotus yarn, needle size 3 for ribbing. Oh wow, but I was knitting it on 3.5. That, and also right now I have unfinished project in progress, like project in progress. Socks, of course. All the time I'm knitting something big and small. So this time it's a socks. I think I finished it for the time for Paula's bonnet and for these bandanas, because it's not a season right now. But this super small project, it's nice to take with you somewhere where you are able to knit. And also I enjoyed knitting these socks, and I have so many yarn possibilities which I can use. And for this, do I have here labeled? Yes. And for this I'm using also Relana yarn flotte socks, 4-ply yarn, and here is a color of the socks, and it turns out so beautiful. I really love. And my friend Alexandra, which gifted me this yarn, she learned me a new way how to knit a heel without like breaking a yarn. So, and I'm now knitting heels in pastime like this, because for my son's socks I was knitting also from the toe, but this heel is I don't know the names of the heel, but it's knits so complicated. Eventually you have so many stitches on your needles, and yes, always when I'm knitting this type of heel, turns out this socks bigger than I was planning. I'm happy that my son's feet are growing still. So, and this is it about my projects which I am currently finished and knitting. And next, actually, I want to cast on sweater from this yarn. I don't know how it will feel if I will wear it. It will be quite I'm planning to cast on Stockholm sweater with a long neck, but we'll see, because I think it can be nice sweater for windy and cold weather. And I'm just curious how it will turn out from this yarn. Will I wear it? I don't know. I will see eventually. What else? So, and maybe more acquisitions. I have bought this Drops Bella, which is 53 cotton, 33 viscose, and 40% of linen. So, and I think from this yarn I would love to knit something long sleeve, because we are living in a cold weather. I know many people from Latvia will disagree with me, but I'm freezing out all the time. Even in summers I'm freezing out, and where we are lucky to have at least 25 degrees and more, I'm so happy. I'm so happy. While everyone is dying, I'm enjoying that weather. So, but during other days when it is less than 25 degrees, I'm cold constantly. So therefore I want something with long sleeves, but I think this is not enough for one garment, so I believe I will need to buy more, and I'm risking that color will look differently, but I will try. And I haven't experience with this yarn, and I really want to try it out. And yes, I need to choose which pattern I would love to buy from Petite Knit. There is Ivy blouse, or maybe some other one. I forgot how it called, because I also want to use this yarn from Athenian maker, which was gifted yarn from Ida, and it's a hand-dyed yarn. My cat eated this. It's absolutely natural product. This labels also was dyed in some plant-based color on cats. Eventually love it a lot, how you see. So, and this is 70% bamboo and 30% linen, and I have two skeins of this, and I really want to knit in a knit stitch, also something with long sleeves. I hope it will suit me very well. And one more thing, Vinted. I think I need to delete this app from my phone. It's crazy. I try to not to look there, but I'm also selling the things there, so therefore every time I open up I see a lot of yarn. And then I lost. Then I kind of do shopping in my mind, but sometimes I do shopping for real, and I bought a natural wool, which is a wool, and I will add because I forgot something special, shepherd wool, something like this beautiful green color. Oh, see how beautiful it is in sun. And this beautiful gray color with the speckles. I love it. Maybe I can show it closer. And this too. And I already knitted the samples, and I understood one thing. This yarn knits very beautiful on 3mm needles, and actually I would love to knit from my favorite knitwear sweater. I don't remember what number it is. I will add a picture, and I think it will look very beautiful without any mohair or any other added yarn, only this one. But this yarn, at first it goes to one side, so you see, and another thing, it's too thin. And for this yarn I think I will look up to add some merino wool, super thin, like lace type thread, and maybe it will stabilize this thing which happening here. And from this yarn I still can't decide which project I would love to knit, but I really love this sweater. Oh my god, it's so beautiful. And actually this designer, all designs are very in my style. I really need to look up, but I'm always afraid to use other designers than Petite Knit, because I'm afraid there will be some mess. Okay, I'm already used to Sari Nordlund, but it's very complicated to trust other designers, because actually with my favorite knitwear I had a problem, and yeah, it takes a time, and I'm not ready to put my mind in knitting right now. Maybe some days, but I have a lot. It's a sweeter quantity, and it's amazing that I found out this seller. She was from Lithuania, and it was super kind and very nice experience from Weekens. And now I feel very proud about myself that I bought yarn from like second hands. One more acquisition which I want to show you. There is another app in Latvia, which I think slowly will die because of Vinted. Vinted takes a lot of popularity in Latvia, because before that we had Andele app, and every time you are posting some listing you need to pay for that, sometimes even 50 cents for one listing. I bought some knitting books, and every time I'm buying these books, this seller adding for me some book additional. Now I'm telling this, and I'm afraid that Latvian girls will buy from her all other books, which I would love to buy. I last time I bought from her a book, and I thought I would buy everything if I would have money. But yes, first I bought this Finnish book, Finnish designer, Anne Vierema. I hope I spell it right. It's in Finnish, but I don't have a problem with that. I have Google Translate, but there is so beautiful like color works, and I really want during a winter time to knit something, and I really love this cardigan. It's so beautiful cardigan. And what else? I love it. I think only because of this cardigan I bought this book. Yes, but it's amazing, and there is a lot of like stitches variation that I can use it, even if I want to make something custom made for myself. So I will use it, I will learn it. There is also a text which I would love to read it too. I'm very happy for this book. Then I bought Veronica Lindberg books, Kutva Kika, and actually with some orders the seller added for me for free twice this Kutva Kika's first book. So it means, I think, if she's adding me these books for free, then there is quite a lot of leftover. This book didn't sell so good as it was planned, because other books she didn't put me, only some recipes books, and yeah, which I very happily gifted to my son, but also this one. And now I have this, knit this book with her patterns. Some days ago she posted that now patterns from this book are available to buy by single, not in the book. Then I got this one. I'm sad that she made a different like sizes for her own books. I think would be great if this would be in the same size. Are you working in the same size? Would be great. I don't know why she decided to make it in the big book, but okay, fine. Also, there is some interesting patterns, and I'm happy that I have it. I hope I will try. Only what I can tell, I'm looking on Veronica Lindberg patterns, Kutva Kika's like sweater patterns, and if it is so, for example, she always making a very wide neckline. I don't like it. Something is, for me it looks something off. Again, neckline is very big. Let's I think when I will knit, I will try to make it smaller for my taste. Last time I bought this book, I think it's not very new, but I bought because of this beautiful sweater and skirts, and I really love that I have it again in Finnish. But there is many very beautiful garments. Awesome. It smells from like fresh from the book press house. Oh my god, and there is the socks. Oh my god, this is very beautiful book. And of course, oh, here it is. I'm buying these books from that seller because they cost less than if I would buy it from Line Publishing page. Also, shipping from Finland is quite expensive. Yeah, but it's my new edition in my bookshelf for knitting, and I'm very, very happy for that. And of course, I really want to share. I'm reading a lot, of course, and there is also a psychological type of books which I'm reading for my school a lot. It's boring. I'm not enjoying it actually, because I have studied once psychological like degree, and now I need to read the same almost books, maybe like in similar theme. Oh my god, this is very hot. I will try to finish as fast as it is possible, but now I'm reading this book. In English it is Where the Crawdads Sing, Delia Owens, and actually my mom gave it me this book. I started to read, and it looked that I knew about what it is, and I was watching a movie by this book, but I really would love to rewatch the movie, but at first I will read this book. I will finish it, and I really love it. Also, my mom gifted me the second book about Longlegs Daddy. If it is in, I will add a picture. So there is a second book too, but she told me that first one was much more interesting, but it is very like childish. But I read it because I forgot about that book. I have read it before, like many years ago, but I decided I needed to read it again if I want to continue with second one book. Also, I understood I was trying to read many like Riley's romances, like books, and I hate them. I don't like that author. It's so cheesy, so boring, and even her one story in detective style, in crime style, was so off. Like, I don't know why everyone are so happy about this author. I don't know. I'm not at all. So this is my experience with the books. I will finish because I'm boiling here. It's so hot in this garment. I'm so happy that I found the time and I finally filmed for you. I really hope it will not take a lot of time for me to edit everything. I will wrap it up super fast. Wish you a springtime. I wish a springtime for myself too. Go away, wind, please. And yes, I hope you have a time for your hobbies. Either it's knitting, sewing, whatever you love to do. There is so many things in our planet what to do to enjoy your time by yourself or together with someone. But mostly I really wish you all be well, happy, and yes, I hope to meet you soon. Bye.